Hi guys, this workshop talked about the new cat pattern which is launched this year. In fact, today only. So I'll give you a very brief overview about what to expect, what changes are there from last year, and what to do, what not to do for the cat pattern. Fine. There's another video along with this which will give you only about the pattern and what can be the expected new pattern which will be there. Yep. So be with me for the next few minutes. I'll give you the complete overview, all the information you need to know about the cat pattern. Alright, why this started, the Ant and TCS are the two culprits which made all these changes. And because this was the last year, all those who have taken CAT last year, they were aware that Ant was one common which was question which was repeated in every CAT exam every day. Fine. So a lot of questions were repeated last year CAT which were brought into their attention, and there were a lot of court cases again going on that reason. So that might be one of the reasons why they have tried to reduce the number of days the CAT was taken. And again, the TCS, new vendor coming into picture, will obviously try to impose their own rules and regulations as well, and a few changes. So these were the two things which I think are the main reason why the CAT have changed. Alright, so moving on to what are the changes. Speed game. First of all, CAT have moved again back to the speed game which it used to be pre-2000, 1995, 96. If I talk about 1990 paper, there used to be 185 questions to be done in 2 hours. Fine. So that was a speed game. Now again, CAT is going back to those days. So 100 questions and 170 minutes is a time, so almost 3 hours paper. Time frame, for example, 1.7 minute is the number of minute per question available now, as against 2.3 minutes per question that used to be earlier. Fine. So it's obviously have gone down in the level of time dedicated per question. So about the speed we don't know as of now, but obviously I expect the speed to go down as well. That I'm sure of, that I think that they will obviously reduce the speed as well into the pre-2000 era basis. So 1990 to 2000 year paper would be more than sufficient for you to solve. Alright, no tutorial will be there. So I'll tell you the reasons for that. There will not be any starter tutorial, 10 minutes overview about what is the changes, because tutorial everyone will browse at their own speed, so time will change according to the person. Suppose I am able to browse through all the 10 minutes tutorial within 1 minute. TCS is always famous for conducting the exam at a server based level at the same time. So morning 10 o'clock all the PCs will start across India at the same time. This is what happened in CET last year, because CET exam is also conducted by TCS. Fine. So if I am taking a tutorial, then obviously that time will change. So to avoid that, there is no timer. Now the problem with that is, there's one problem because of this timer, fixed timer, is that if your computer is down for a few minutes, they can't help it. Fine. So that was a big problem which happened in CET. So again, if there's a technical problem in your PC, which obviously is bound to happen considering that it's an online thing, it's IT enabled thing, so then there will be some problems. So that is one thing which I'm scared of, that affected a lot of students last year. Alright, extra 1 month, that's a very important thing for you. You got 1 extra month. Till last year, CAT used to be from October 15, this time is from November 16. So you got exactly 1 month ka time. Especially for the Indian students, we always study hard in the last 1 month. So this is one crucial extra 1 month we have got for that, so which is a very good news for students. Bad news is for the coaching institute. To be very frank, I have just completed all the vetting of all the mocks last week only. So now I have to do all the changes again, adding all the questions and removing all the questions. So it's going to be a little bit more tedious task for us, all the coaching classes here. But yes, for students, it's a good news. Alright, so 2 days window. It's not 45 days festival which used to happen till last year. It's only 2 days window, November 16th and 22nd. 4 session, morning, evening, 2 days, 4 sessions, 654 centers as against only 45 last year. So that's a huge change they are having this year. Fine. So if the number of windows are down to 2 days, the fluctuation will be very less in the schools. Trust me, last year, because of normalization across all the days, it was very difficult to predict your score. You were expecting around 80 percentile, but because your score is normalized against 35-40 days data, so your scores used to fluctuate a lot. This thing won't happen this time. So obviously whatever you scored, you might expect a similar score. So that's the main beauty or the main reason for why they have gone down to 2 day window. Now which date you will get is not in your hand, you just have to select the center. Fine. So obviously the people who will be getting day 1 will have a little bit disadvantage, because day 2 people will normally have the paper pad and everything in hand. So day 2 will have an upper hand, day 2 people will have upper hand, day 1 will have a disadvantage. Day 2 people might have a disadvantage because next day after 22nd is your IFT. Fine. So back to back 2 exam can create a little bit more problem for some students. Slot booking, you don't need to worry about your days to choose and all. I will not get that many calls this year, because last year every year I used to get thousands of calls what date to choose. Now the choice is only for the 3 centers. So the moment CAT is announced on August 6th, please book your center immediately. Fine, because this time they will be obviously struggling with the center, especially in the major cities like Mumbai, Delhi, Calcutta. So please, the moment the date is announced, please book your slot. Give your 3 preference and order you want. Don't call me for that. Fine. Last year a girl called me for, sir, Mumbai, I am picking up 1 center. What other 2 options to fill? So this is nonsense to ask question to ask me. I gave her, okay, we put Chennai and Bangalore. Then she said, sir, why? Because Navi Mumbai is an option and Pune is an option which is near to me. Then fill it. Why are you asking me for that? Fine. So please don't ask anyone. Put up the option which are near to you. As soon as possible you can get your hands onto the test window. Alright, the registration date will start from August 6th to September 30th. Admit card will be out on October 16th. Exam is on November 16th and 22nd, and results will be out on December 3rd week. So quick process so that you can get enough time to think about the other exams. A lot of people wait for CAT results and then they start thinking about other exams, which is too late, because only ZAT will be remaining. In fact, that is also only CET is left after CAT results are out. So if the CAT results are out in December, so obviously I can put some efforts into ZAT and other exams, my CAT and all the exams. Alright, CAT pattern, there will be 50. Now that's again a prediction, it's not clear yet, but Quant DI will be 50 questions and verbal logic will be 50 questions. That's what my expectation is. Fine. So the breakup of this, what I think would be DI 16 questions. Dirty quant, by dirty quant I mean all the functions, inequalities, graphs, all those questions which come as part of dirty quant. I call them dirty quant because my workshop name is dirty quant. Will be 12 questions. Geometry will lead the pack with again 10 questions. Arithmetic 6 questions, permutation probability 3 questions, and numbers 3 questions. So that will be the moti breakup of 50 mark paper. This will vary. This is again, it's my estimate. Please don't go by this number. It's just to give you a sample pattern of this might be the number. Fine. So obviously more weightage for DI will be again a good deciding factor. DI, dirty quant, and geometry. These 3 things if you are done with, you don't need to worry about the paper. Same from the verbal section. Almost 30 questions will be based on reading. RC will increase the weightage, will be around 4 to 5 RCs with around 25 questions. Para jumper 3, para completion 3. So total around 31 questions will be based on reading. Grammar, sentence correction 3 questions. Vocab based questions 6. Arrangement puzzles 15 questions. So you can expect up to 4 sets from arrangement. And the weightage for the other things like FIJ, critical reasoning, and other areas like deductions will increase to around 5 questions. That's my expectation. So again 50 marks here. So that's a moti change I am expecting in CAT this year. Alright, so again I want you to focus on the other exams as well, because CAT's not the only end of the world for you people. Obviously the main bigger circle here is for CAT and ZAT, because they are the most difficult of the exams of the lot, followed by Narsimon Snap, which is a level 2 in terms of difficulty, followed by the CET, TIS, and MyCAT. So these are the 6-7 exams which I normally recommend students to focus on. Fine. So don't bet everything onto one exam. In case you're not able to get a good score, then you're gone. So, and obviously not before CAT. Till CAT, we'll only focus on CAT. The moment CAT is over, let's move the focus for the other exams, because CAT results will be out around December 20th. By the time SNAP, NMAT, TIS, all these exams are over. Fine. So it's better to start preparing. The moment CAT is over, take a 1 big break and start preparing for the other exams. And you have to worry about GK, because IFT, SNAP, TIS, MyCAT, all these exams will contain GK. Fine, but that's after CAT. No need to worry till that time. Alright, now I'm moving to the strategy part. How to get 99.99 percentile in CAT. Fine. Now, if you want to touch the 99 percentile in CAT, you have to work on both the things. A, you have to be very thorough with the shortcuts. Fine. You have to identify shortcuts in every area: verbal, quant, logic, DI. Now you might ask me how you find shortcuts in verbal. So for example, for that one, in sentence correction, you'll get 3 questions in your CAT exam, and this is a very tricky area, and normally people do it wrong. So what we've done, we have found out SC12. We have found out 12 type of questions, 12 buckets in which all the CAT questions fall in. Fine. So if you are done with these 12 types, you are done with your CAT ka sentence correction. If you get any question out of them, do it. Otherwise, leave it. Similarly, para jumbles, we have find out 8 type of questions. Paragraph completion, we find out 9 type of questions. So all these things has come as a part of the shortcut. So I want you to maintain a log, a separate notebook for all your shortcuts within quant, logic, verbal. Wherever you find anything which is new, fresh as a shortcut, take it down. Yep. Alright. Number 2 is your mock strategies. Now, because it's a 100-mark paper, it will be very difficult for you to manage, and you will bound to leave a few questions. It's very normal. Fine. So you have to find out the mock strategies which will suit yourself, which will suit you, and that's where the coaching institute falter in. For example, if you joined any XYZ coaching institute, you are scoring 80 percentile, very good. They got very good marks, but how to make it go from 80 to 99 percentile? Now that is where you need to identify the mock strategies. Fine. Third is obviously the hard work. Fine. I used to work in an IT company before my MBA, and everyone on my floor was taking CAT, but no one was studying for CAT. Fine. So obviously there's no shortcut for hard work. So please, it's high time you start work for the CAT exam. You got 1 month extra to study now, so don't leave the chances. Yep. So this is my 3-pointer: shortcuts, mock strategies, and your hard work. These 3 things you need and are more than sufficient for cracking the CAT. Yep. Alright, so these are my 6 quant cutoff clearing workshops and verbal cutoff clearing workshop, which you can join us on Cetking.com. Fine. For more information, please go to our site Cetking.com, or you can call us on 9820 500 380. Or you can join our online course on 9095 9444 1448. So classroom courses, online courses. All the best. Thank you.